Insomniac is the big dog when it comes to making AAA action adventure games that everyone enjoys, and one of them of course being Insomniac's Spider-Man series. Now with Spider-Man 2 being almost a year old, we have got zero updates for this game, and I don't think anything has really came of it yet, but we are starting to see a little bit more as the rumours are going by month, as we could be getting a new PlayStation showcase, yada yada yada, and or it's probably something announced at the Game Awards in December. Now I don't think Insomniac are going to be done with Spider-Man anytime soon. Of course they have the Wolverine game coming out and the Venom project they are working on, but it actually got me thinking, what is the future of this franchise and what is the future of Insomniac's games careers with both of these characters? Pumped out 3 incredible superhero titles over the past few years, and I can definitely see them only going up from here. With them currently working on Wolverine, and that is of course still in the works at this point, we can actually see Spider-Man actually hooking up with a lot more different superheroes along the line. With how successful Insomniac has been with the Spider-Man franchise, I wouldn't be surprised if they delved into other types of superhero genres such as the X-Men and the Avengers, like the actual good Avengers. We of course have no idea how long Insomniac will hold the Spider-Man rights for, but let's hope it's for a good time and a long time. A series I'd like to see come back is the Resistance series that they worked on back in the PS3 days that I think should definitely deserve a 4th sequel, and it's definitely something to look at after they have done with Spider-Man. And this is how I think Insomniac will tackle the Wolverine game very well. They know how to get into a very different type of way of superheroes, they know how the very gory superheroes work, and they know how some very friendly superheroes work, like Spider-Man, who isn't as gory as Wolverine is. I have a good feeling after the Venom spin-off we probably will get a Miles Morales 2, which I'm actually very excited for, because Miles Morales is definitely one of those characters in this universe that is actually really well written and actually knows his way around. Spider-Man 2 gave us an almost near perfect ending by discussing how they're going to go around with Green Goblin and Doc Ock teaming up, but also with the kind of relationship between Harry and of course Peter, if Harry gets out of his mental state that he was in the Spider-Man 2. And of course the big question is that of course we do have a PlayStation showcase coming up. That also begs the question, are they going to announce the Spider-Man 2 DLC? Now me personally, it is very unlikely they're going to announce much. I think they're just probably going to announce something for the PS5 Pro, as that is their main focus, unfortunately. This also begs the question where Carnage is, where's the other types of villains they have still yet to add into the Insomniac universe, and of course that is still very questionable at this point, but we can only find out and wait for the future. Now it could be possible they are saving Carnage for the Venom solo game, that is very much a possibility right now. And we may possibly see someone else in the Spider-Man 2 DLC, where that is probably when it gets announced in December, or we see it around 2025. Insomniac's future as it stands is like wondering when the next thing will happen for Spider-Man 2 and all the other projects that are coming up, but I think we can really keep our heads held high and say that Wolverine will get a second trailer at this new PlayStation kind of showcase. I'm not sure if it's probably a showcase, it's probably just going to be like some kind of other event, but I think of course we've got the Game Awards coming up in only the next few months, so that's even more exciting things to look forward to. Possibly a trailer from that, possibly more trailers from other Insomniac's projects that they're working on, so there's plenty to get excited about in that aspect. As for future projects we know of, Wolverine's a definite, Venom isn't really been confirmed yet, but a lot of the rumours have circulated about that. But I would also love to see a Miles Morales 2. I mean, a Miles Morales 2 would definitely fit in towards this franchise. I think we need to see more of what Miles has been up to, especially after the events of Spider-Man 2. And that could bring in brand new villains like we saw in the Spider-Man 2's little teasers with Big Wheel, and of course different other characters like Hydro Man. Of course, in the state of play that we live in, of course that Rocksteady is kind of failing right now, and we do need Insomniac to come in clutch with their future projects. No doubt they will, because they're a phenomenal company and they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to superhero stuff. With Wolverine coming into the mix, this gives us more of the opportunity to have Spider-Man and Wolverine possibly team up in a video game, which would be absolutely mad. I mean, the possibilities are absolutely endless for this company and what they can do with this license. This also brings me on to something else, VR. A lot of superhero licenses recently have been getting into the ways of VR, and personally I'm not a really big fan of VR. I don't really try it out as much, but I don't think it's the genuine way to play a proper game. Like, I wouldn't mind trying out Batman Arkham Shadow as part of the Arkham series, but I also think that Insomniac could benefit in this kind of way and make something for the Insomniac verse. If they somehow have initially announced Miles Morales 2 is going to be kind of a VR experience, I wouldn't mind, generally. If it's something that's going to be different and something that's going to implement into the universe, I generally wouldn't mind. But I would say they have to be fully finished with Spider-Man 2 before they go into any kind of projects like that, especially if we've not even got that many suits that we still want in this game. Like, we still haven't got the Spectacular suit, the 94 suit. There's plenty of other suits that have yet to be added into this game, or they could just end up carrying on to Spider-Man 3. It really depends what they want to do with it and what Spider-Man 2 is yet to actually give us, because they have given us jack shit over these past like year or so, and I think for its 1 year anniversary we deserve some kind of new suit update. If they do release the packs around the PlayStation Play State of Play, I wouldn't be angry at all. I mean, especially if they're saying, oh, one comes out in 2025, the first two come out just the end of this year, I generally wouldn't mind either. It's just something I guess they're going to have to keep working on. They're probably just going to have to keep implementing, and of course with the suits, I think that's the best way to introduce those new suits, and also giving us more content for Spider-Man 2. And yeah, again, that would make the fans way more happy than just giving us just some random cooked shit that we don't need. And of course Venom is going to play a big part around into the main Spider-Man 3 game, so we're going to have to see what Venom brings into that order as well. All in all, Insomniac have a good future ahead of them. I can't really see them mucking up this. They've got a lot of different projects on their hands, and they've got so many roads they can go down. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section down below. Do you think they're going to implement us into even more Spider-Man 2 content? Do you think they're done with Spider-Man 2? Or do you think they're just going to move on to the Venom project? Do you think they're just going to move on to Spider-Man 3? Personally, I think they have a lot more to give for Spider-Man 2, as they haven't really gave us much content besides New Game Plus, and it's definitely some kind of way to actually just get us more involved with this game. As far as even future projects down the line, like we're talking about 2030, 2035, they could lose the rights to Spider-Man at that point, but they could also just move on to new Marvel projects, like I said. Of course, introducing Wolverine, that gives us more open doors into the X-Men universe. We could see more solo games of those types of characters. There's so many different ways we could go around this. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, you may like this video, it's up on your screen now, and I'll see you guys over there. Take care, and peace.